નમસ્તે, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Hello students, today we are going to learn standard 6th subject English grammar lesson number 26 figures of speech. Students, can you listen that term any time before that? आपने कभी ये सुना है figures of speech? What is the meaning of figure of speech? Can you know about it? Where it is used, how it is used, and what is the meaning of figure of speech? Can you know about it? No. Okay. So today in this video we have to understand about the figures of speech. First of all, simple meaning of figure of speech we require to know about it. What is the meaning of figure of speech? Can you learn about it in your lower classes, in any languages, Hindi, Gujarati, English? Can you learn about it? No. Okay, now I explain it. Figures of speech means what? First of all, we have to understand about it. Figures of speech means in Hindi and Gujarati. It is known as a alankar. It is known as a अलंकार. उसे हम क्या बोलते थे? अलंकार बोलते हैं. If you don't study about it in your lower classes, then you will be able to study about it figures of speech in Hindi and Gujarati also. आप अपने आगे के क्लासेस है जो हायर क्लासेस है उसमें अलंकार के बारे में पढ़ेंगे in Hindi and Gujarati both subjects. Here in our English it is known as a figures of speech. उसे हम figures of speech बोलते हैं. So let's start our study about figures of speech. What is a figures of speech? Where it is used? How it is used? All things we have to understand about it. So let's start our study. A figure of speech is a form of expression whose meaning is different from what it actually appears to. If figures of speech appears against us, at that time it is shown different, but meaning is very different, very powerful meaning of that words. जो दिखाई देता है उसके अलावा उसका बहुत बड़ा मीनिंग होता है. That is known as a figures of speech. Figures of speech are used to enhance the effects of language and make it more effective. Why we use figures of speech in any language? It is the reason given here. Figures of speech are used to enhance the effect of language. We can enhance the effect of language. Language बहुत अच्छी तरह हम प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं जिससे हमारी लैंग्वेज, हमारी भाषा पावरफुल बनती है फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच से. एंड मेक इट मोर इफेक्टिव लैंग्वेज विद दैट फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच. वी कैन मेक इफेक्टिव लैंग्वेज यूजिंग फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच. Most poets, but where is figure of speech used? Can you know that most of in poems, poets write poems, they use the figures of speech, different types of figures of speech. In our English grammar, there are many different types of figures of speech is there. Here in that lesson, we have to study about only 4 figures of speech. Remaining figures of speech you have to study in your higher classes. Okay? Make it more effective. Most poets use figures of speech in their work to make that poem sound more refreshing. Most of the poets use figures of speech in their poem to make a poem very interesting and more refreshing. It looks like more refreshing if we use the figures of speech in poem. So most of poets use figures of speech. Now understand student about figures of speech. What is the figures of speech? Where it is used? Most of time it is used in our language, in our poem work. We can see the different types of figures of speech. So now start our figures of speech learning. First figures of speech is given in your textbook is there assonance. First one is there assonance. Assonance means what? which type of figures of speech and where it is used and how we can identify the assonance from the poem stanza. Okay, let's understand about it. Assonance is a literal sense the opposite of alteration. Assonance figure of speech is actually opposite of alteration. Is that alteration figures of speech? Here, second figures of speech name is given here. Alteration is one type of figures of speech, and assonance is both are contrary, both are opposites. Assonance and alteration both are opposite figures of speech. As in alteration, the consonant sound is repeated. In alteration figure of speech, what's happened? In whole sentence, consonant sound repeated. Consonant sound repeated. Do you know the difference between consonant and vowel sound? Here, in alteration, consonant sound is repeated more than one time. 1, 2, 3, 4 times same consonant sound is used. It is known as a alteration. Now, contrary, assonance means what? In assonance, the vowel sound is repeated, and in assonance figures of speech, vowel sound is repeated. Alteration, consonant sound repetition. Assonance, vowel sound repeated. It is the main difference between two figures of speech, alteration and assonance. Can you know assonance? Now here example of assonance is given here. See, therefore all seasons shall be sweet to drink. Here, which vowel sound is repeated? Can you identify from that sentence? Which vowel sound is repeated here? Here, in the above example, here, therefore all seasons shall be sweet to drink. Sound E is repeated. Season, see here. E is repeated. Then shall be sweet. Here E repeated. The, here E repeated. So here three places. E is repeated. Which sound is repeated? Sound E is repeated here. So we can say that it is the sentence of assonance figure of speech is used here in that sentence. We can say that in that sentence, therefore all seasons shall be sweet to thee. Okay? We can say that here assonance figure of speech is used because vowel sound repeated here. Vowel sound repeated here. Understand student about assonance? Here our assonance figures of speech over. Now next one is that euphemism. Euphemism is a form of speech that changes harsh and unpleasant expression into pleasant and polite ones. Euphemism is a form of speech. It is a one type of figure of speech that changes the harsh and unpleasant expression into pleasant. If harsh word is used to say something about any person or anything, harsh and unpleasant words turn into प्लेजेंट, उससे हम प्लेजेंट वर्ड यूज करते हैं उसमें हार्श और अनप्लेजेंट वर्ड की जगह पे. दैट टाइप ऑफ फिगर ऑफ स्पीच इज नोन एज ए euphemism. Pleasant and polite words. Here example with example we have to understand about euphemism. The younger son of this aristocrat is mentally challenged. Here can you see that mentally challenged word is used here. Mentally challenged is a which type of word? Pleasant and polite word. But actually here you can put mentally challenged means what? We can say that mad person. हम उसे पागल बोल सकते हैं mad. But instead of mad is a harsh and unpleasant word here. Instead of mad, we put here polite and pleasant word, mentally challenged. So this example is given in the euphemism figure of speech. In a euphemism figures of speech, instead of mad, if we write here mad, then it's an unpleasant expression. If we use mentally challenged, it's become a polite and pleasant one. So that type of figures of speech is known as a euphemism. Euphemism. Can you understand student both figures of speech here? Here in one teaching what assonance we discussed, with that assonance we also alliteration also discussed about it. Then euphemism is also discussed here. Okay? Two figures of speech we discussed here. Now based on that two figures of speech we have to do exercise. Now student, based on our learning about figures of speech, we have to do exercise. Two figures of speech we discussed here, assonance and euphemism. Both figures of speech we discussed in our previous screen. Now based on assonance, first figure of speech, assonance, we have to do little exercise. Exercise A. Exercise A heading is given here. Look at the following examples of assonance. Find out which sound is being repeated. Now downside some examples of assonance is given. We have to find out which sound is repeated here. Which sound is repeated here? As you know that assonance sound, most of assonance use vowel sounds. Vowel sounds. Okay? So let's start our exercise. I read the question sentences from your textbook. So open your grammar textbook, page number 98, exercise A. I read question sentence from the textbook and I write answers only here. You have to complete all the answers in your grammar textbook. First sentence is given here. Try and try, just don't cry. Try and try, just don't cry. Which letter is repeated here? Can you identify from that sentence? We have to find the assonance figures of speech here. Assonance examples is given here. We have to identify the which sound is being repeated here. Here the sound of Y is repeated. See, try, try, cry, all where sound Y is repeated. So we can say that answer of first sentence become like that. First sentence answer, the sound of Y. Sound of Y is repeated listening. First answer over here, repetition of sound Y is happened. Now second sentence we have to see. Second sentence in your text. First greet, then meet, then start the beat. First greet, then meet, then start the beat. Which sound is repeated here? Can you identify? Yes, double E. Double E sound is that. Sound E is that. The sound of E is repeated listening. Second sentence over here. E sound is repeated here. Now third sentence. Far, far across the star is my home situated. Far, far across the star is my home situated. Here R, far, star, everywhere R sound is repeated. So we can say that the sound of R is repeated listening. Fourth sentence. Sentence number 4. Here R sound is repeated. Fourth sentence. Sit at the side of the ride. Sit at the side of the ride. Side, ride, I. It is sounded like that. I. Which sound is used here? The sound of I-D-E. Side, ride, is repeated. Is repeated listening. Now next sentence. Sentence number 5. Sentence number 5. Heat the miss, don't miss the heat. Heat the miss, don't miss the heat. Here, sound of I. Heat, miss, heat. So everywhere I sound is repeated. So I sound is repeated. The sound of I is repeated listening. Okay, here I sound is repeated listening. Can you understand, student? So here our 5 sentences related to assonance figures of speech is over here. You have to complete all the answers as I written in the board. जो मैंने बोर्ड में लिखा है वैसे ही आपको आंसर लिखने हैं. So complete all the answers. Now we have to do exercise B related to euphemism figures of speech. Okay. Now students, exercise B related to euphemism we have to do. Euphemism figures of speech we learned about it in our previous screen. Now based on that euphemism we have to do one little exercise. So open your grammar textbook page number 99, exercise B. Exercise B is given here. See, look at the following examples. Can you change them to pleasant euphemism? Here downside in your textbook, some example of euphemism is given. Now we have to change them to pleasant euphemism. हमें उसे प्लेजेंट इफेमिज्म में चेंज करना है. जो अनप्लेजेंट इफेमिज्म दिए गए हैं उसको हमें प्लेजेंट इफेमिज्म में चेंज करना है. सो आई रीड क्वेश्चन सेंटेंसेस फ्रॉम योर टेक्स्ट बुक एंड आई ऑलरेडी रिटन हियर आंसर्स ऑफ दैट क्वेश्चंस. ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अनप्लेजेंट इफेमिज्म आई रीड फ्रॉम टेक्स्ट बुक. सी, ही इज पुअर एंड लाइव्स इन अ स्लम. He is poor and lives in a slum. It is an unpleasant euphemism. Now we have to change it into pleasant euphemism. What's happened? See, I write here. He is a man of little means and lives in a house made of sticks. It is a pleasant euphemism. क्या हुआ इसका मतलब? He is a man of little means. वो बहुत ही कम इनकम वाला आदमी एंड लिव्स इन अ हाउस मेड ऑफ स्टिक, और वो लकड़ी से बने मकान में रहता है. इट इज अ प्लेजेंट इफेमिज्म. इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक अनप्लेजेंट इफेमिज्म इज गिवन हियर. ही इज पुअर एंड लिव्स इन अ स्लम. એ ગરીબ છે અને ઝૂંપડપટ્ટીમાં રહે છે. સેમ વે બટ હિયર પ્લેઝન્ટ ઇફેમિઝમ આઈ યુઝ. So first answer of your sentence is that he is a man of little means and lives in a house made of sticks. Understand, student? Now second sentence from your textbook. This compartment is reserved for handicapped people. This compartment is reserved for handicapped people. Unpleasant euphemism is given. Now we have to convert it to pleasant euphemism. So what's happened? This compartment is reserved for people who are differently abled. Differently abled I used as a pleasant euphemism. Okay, handicap, instead of handicap I used the here differently able as a pleasant euphemism. Okay, understand, student? So answer becomes like that. This compartment is reserved for people who are differently able. Now third sentence I read from your textbook, unpleasant euphemism. It was only when his father died that he realized his mistakes. It was only when his father died he realized his mistake. So it is given in unpleasant euphemism. Now pleasant euphemism it become like that. It was only when his father passed away. Instead of died I put passed away, that he realized where he had been wrong. Instead of mistake I write here wrong. So it's become a pleasant euphemism. So it was only when his father passed away that he realized where he had been wrong. Understand, student? Now fourth sentence we have to see. Sentence number 4. Mr. Ching, the company has decided to fire you. Mr. Ching, the company has decided to fire you. उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Mr. Ching, कंपनी ने डिसाइड किया आपको नौकरी से हटाया जाता है. Instead of that unpleasant euphemism, Now we have to write in a pleasant euphemism. So it's become like that. Mr. Ching, the company had decided to absolve you of your duties. Decided to absolve you of your duties. I put here pleasant euphemism. Understand then? Instead of unpleasant, I write pleasant word here to absolve you of your duties. Understand? Here our fourth sentence over. Now we have to see fifth one. Fifth sentence is given unpleasant euphemism is in your textbook. He has a bald head and a black skin. He has a bald head. उससे क्या है? वो टकला है. And a black skin. उसकी skin कैसे है? Black है. Directly we cannot say that any person like that. हम किसी को टकला नहीं बोल सकते. So it is an unpleasant euphemism is given here. So we have to convert it into pleasant euphemism. So what's happened? He has a shiny dome. We can say that shiny dome. We cannot say directly टकला, but we can say that shiny dome means चमक वाला dome है. And a dusky complexion. And we can say that directly we cannot say that black skin, black complexion. So here dusky complexion I write here as a pleasant euphemism. Understand then? So here our 5 sentences I write in the pleasant euphemism. Okay? So it is answer of your question. जो क्वेश्चन आपके बुक में दिए गए हैं इसके आंसर मैंने यहाँ पे लिखे हैं. Just you have to complete all the answers as are written on the board. With that our exercise B also over here. So students, now remain only 2 figures of which we have to see in our next video.
Thank you for joining us